So Mark Dara, excuse me, executive producer, you know him from like Dragon Age, that franchise.
You may remember me from such BioWare games as Dragon Age.
Dragon Age 2, Dragon Age Inquisition, Dragon Age, the redragoning. They moved him over to Anthem. Sorry, I totally derailed right now. They moved him over to Anthem. John Warner, the game director of the game, both Mark and John recently have started doing. I shouldn't say recently. They've been doing this thing called the AMAAA, the Ask Me Almost Anything About Anthem. And Mark's been doing it.
Well played, guys.
Mark's been doing it since I think June 9th, which was like the first day of EA Play or the day before EA Play, and has been answering questions consistently. Last week they did a live stream that John was on as well. So now John is also taking up the mantle of answering questions. Shout out to these guys. These are both stand-up dudes.
Just, you can pretty much. If you have any question about this video game, you can tweet at them.
Well, really, I mean, they've answered like everything.
They're not talking about a bunch of stuff. They're not talking about like when we're going to get a demo. They're not talking about you know, most of the microtransaction stuff. They're not talking about the end game, the social stuff. Like,
has anyone asked about damage floaties?
I don't believe so, but I had a question.
Somebody should ask that.
One of the heavy hitters of this AMA was, can we turn off the damage floaties? If you're watching the video right now, you're seeing B-roll, and anytime you shoot something, these big old yellow,
big Borderlands
yellow
style
numbers come up.
And that was actually I before either I don't know if he'd officially started it, but I tweeted that after I played it. I was like, I love this, man. I would love to turn those off because they're real big and obnoxious. And
I'm sure he'll be happy to know you started.
Well, but I'm obviously not the only person to have inquired about this.
Smash.
And
those are small.
The official Anthem Twitter account saying, damage floaties can be tuned to your liking, adjust opacity, size, or even completely turn them off, whatever helps you win the battle.
I think you can change the opacity. Like, I want mine on. I want to know how much damage I'm doing.
Yeah.
Feels good.
People just wanted them tinier because the yellow ones,
it was big. It was a lot.
Yeah.
They're large, and people didn't like that.
50% size, 50% opacity is sort of like the sweet spot for me. But I know some people like don't even want them there at all. So
I want them
really
bigger,
cool.
and they won't answer my question.
Can I make
the whole screen?
I want them comedically large.
In like Comic Sans font.
Exactly. Can I change the font?
72 point
Can
font.
we get the Killer Instinct announcer to come on when a combo pops up?
Combo.
I think this is actually
lean into it.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an AMA that's been going on for 3 weeks, so seriously, kudos to those guys. We've actually rounded up, we've wrangled a bunch of these
Kudos to you
facts,
for
tidbits.
doing all that.
Yeah, really good.
Man, I scrolled through Mark Dara's Twitter account for 2 days straight. But we wrangled all those things. We put it on the site. So there's I think it's called now, we know 161 facts about Anthem. If you're curious for like a synthesized version of this whole AMA, you can go check it out on IGN right now.
So much.
Seriously, kudos to those dudes. Like, this is a perfect example of, like, I know BioWare has been in hot water ever since Mass Effect Andromeda, but like this is a really
since 3, really. Let's
not to great.
Since the ending of
Great.
3. I thought Inquisition was fantastic. I know a lot of people don't agree with me, but this is a really cool thing that they're doing, and I think it should get noticed, right? And it is BioWare listening to you. Like, look, based off Twitter interactions, now a main feature that people would have been pissed about has been changed or been modified, so it doesn't piss people off. Right? I think that's awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome that also BioWare higher ups are letting them do that and just like engage with fans. And obviously, I'm sure that people are saying like, "Hey, don't talk about these things."
Yeah.
Or then go nuts. Like, it's really awesome to have that transparency and just to be able to learn more earlier on and get like very specific fan questions answered, like the damage floaties.
Yeah, they took so many questions during the stream that they did recently, and I actually they put that together really fast, and I didn't know what to expect. But what they put together was pretty good. I was like, oh, this is really interesting. They played through the demo again, and they answered a ton of questions. And that's when you expanded the script, right? So it was kind of cool that they were just taking questions live, even if they had addressed.
You mean this live stream last week?
Yeah.
It's sort of. I mean,
he went from like 135 to 165.
161. I mean, the numbers aren't important, Destin. It's just what's important is that what's important is that they have just been so solid about like continuing this open, and they're still doing it. Like they said they were going to cap off with this live stream, and so the copy in my story was like they ended the AMAAA with this cool live stream, and now like the last 5 days they've been doing it more and more. So
they can't stop.
I don't think it'll ever end.
And just a friendly concluding reminder that we pretty much all played this during E3, and it's the slice they showed was incredibly fun.
It is super good.
There is clearly a core of excellence here that hopefully they'll be able to flesh out.
Yeah.
I'm Ryan McCaffrey, the host of Unlocked. If you enjoyed that teaser segment, be sure to check out the full episode and all of our episodes on our YouTube channel. Find that at youtube.com/IGN Unlocked. We're also on any of your favorite podcast services as well.